You know how some dogs just have that spark? Westies, they're like that, but times 1,000. They're not just pets, they're little personalities wrapped in fluffy white fur. One minute they're clowns, the next they're snuggle buddies. Trust me, life with a Westie is never dull. I'd heard stories, of course. Westies are known for their big personalities, but nothing quite prepared me for the whirlwind that was about to enter my life. Little did I know I was about to meet the love of my life covered in white fur. Her name? Luna. And she was about to rock my world. From the moment I laid eyes on Luna, I knew she was special. Her eyes sparkled with curiosity and mischief, and her tiny tail wagged with an enthusiasm that was infectious. She explored every nook and cranny of our home, turning even the most mundane objects into her personal playground. The garden became her kingdom, and she ruled it with a playful yet determined spirit. Luna wasn't just a pet, she was a friend to everyone she met. Other dogs, cats, even the occasional bird that dared to land in our yard. She greeted them all with the same boundless energy and joy. Training her was an adventure in itself. Westies are known for their intelligence, and Luna was no exception. She picked up tricks and commands with ease, often adding her own little flair to each one. Fetch became her favorite game, and she would chase after the ball with a speed and agility that left us all in awe. Her athleticism was matched only by her determination to never give up, no matter how far the ball was thrown. But it wasn't all about play. Luna had a softer side too. She loved to cuddle, curling up next to us on the couch or snuggling into our laps. Her warmth and affection were a constant source of comfort and joy. Even trips to the vet were an adventure. Luna faced each visit with a bravery that was truly inspiring. She trusted us completely, and that trust was something we cherished deeply. We took her on road trips and she loved every moment of it. The wind in her fur, the new sights and smells. Each journey was a new adventure, and she embraced it all with the same enthusiasm she showed at home. The beach was one of her favorite places. She would run along the shore, chasing waves and digging in the sand. Her joy was contagious, and we found ourselves laughing and playing right alongside her. We celebrated her birthdays with as much fanfare as any family member. She wore her party hat with pride, and the sight of her enjoying her special day was a highlight of our year. Winter brought its own set of delights. Luna loved the snow, bounding through it with a glee that was impossible to resist. She would come back inside, her fur dusted with snowflakes, looking like a little snow angel. The dog park was another favorite spot. Luna made friends easily, her outgoing nature drawing other dogs to her. She played with them all, big and small, her energy never waning. Family gatherings were never complete without Luna. She was the center of attention, charming everyone with her antics and her affectionate nature. She had a way of bringing people together, making each event even more special. Luna had an incredible sense of empathy. She could always tell when someone was feeling down, and she would offer her comfort in the most touching ways. A nuzzle, a lick, or just sitting quietly by your side. She knew exactly what was needed. Halloween was a blast with Luna. She didn't mind dressing up, and she looked adorable in her costumes. Whether she was a little pumpkin or a superhero, she wore her outfits with pride and brought smiles to everyone who saw her. We often took her to pet-friendly cafes, where she enjoyed special treats and the attention of other patrons. She had a way of making friends wherever she went, her charm and personality shining through. Trips to the pet store were always an adventure. Luna loved picking out new toys, her excitement palpable as she sniffed and explored the aisles. She had her favorites, of course, but she was always open to trying something new. We even entered her in a few local dog shows. She didn't always win, but she always had fun. Her confidence and charisma shone through, and she was a crowd favorite every time. When we brought home a new puppy, Luna took on the role of mentor with grace. She showed the little one the ropes, teaching her the ways of the household and sharing her toys. It was heartwarming to see her nurturing side. Family picnics were another highlight. Luna loved being outdoors, and she would run and play to her heart's content. She was always the life of the party, her joy and energy infectious. Holidays were magical with Luna. She loved the decorations, the lights, and the festive atmosphere. She had her own stocking at Christmas, and she would eagerly wait for her turn to open her presents. We participated in pet parades, and Luna was always a hit. She loved the attention and the chance to show off her latest costume. Her enthusiasm was unmatched, and she brought joy to everyone who saw her. At family reunions, Luna was adored by all. She had a way of making everyone feel special, her love and affection boundless. She was more than just a pet. She was a beloved member of the family. At the end of the day, Luna would curl up in her cozy bed, her little body finally at rest. Watching her sleep, I couldn't help but feel grateful for the joy and love she brought into our lives. Luna was more than just a dog. She was a part of our family. Her presence enriched our lives in ways we never could have imagined. She taught us about love, joy, and the simple pleasures of life. As I look back on our time with Luna, I realized just how much she meant to us. She was a constant source of happiness, her love unconditional and her spirit unbreakable. Luna's legacy lives on in our hearts. She may have been just a small dog, but her impact was enormous. She taught us to cherish every moment, to find joy in the little things, and to love with all our hearts. In many ways, Luna was a symbol of hope and happiness. She reminded us that even in the toughest times, there is always something to smile about. Her spirit continues to inspire us every day. As the sun sets on another day, I think of Luna and the peace she brought into our lives. She was more than just a dog. She was a beacon of love and joy, and her memory will forever be cherished. Luna may no longer be with us, but her spirit lives on. She will always be remembered as the little dog with a big heart who brought so much happiness into our lives. We celebrate Luna's life and the incredible impact she had on us. She was not just any dog, she was our Luna, and she will always hold a special place in our hearts. Thank you, Luna, for all the love, joy, and memories. You were truly one of a kind, and we are forever grateful for the time we had with you. Luna's story is a testament to the incredible bond between humans and their pets. She showed us that love knows no bounds, and that the smallest creatures can have the biggest impact. As we remember Luna, we are reminded of the joy and love that pets bring into our lives. They are not just animals, they are family, and their love is a gift that we cherish every day. So here's to Luna, and to all the pets who bring light and love into our lives. They are truly special, and their impact is immeasurable. Thank you for being a part of our journey, Luna. You will always be in our hearts, and your legacy will live on forever. We love you, Luna, always and forever. Not just any dog, but our Luna, the one who changed our lives for the better. Thank you for everything, Luna. You were truly one of a kind, and we will always love you, forever and always. From the moment she waddled into my life, Luna was glued to my side. Seriously, glued. She followed me everywhere. It was as if she had an invisible leash that kept her tethered to me. Whether I was moving from room to room or just shifting my position on the couch, Luna was right there, her tiny paws pattering along the floor. It was both endearing and a little overwhelming at times, but mostly it was just pure love. Bathroom? Yep, right there with me. No privacy whatsoever. I used to think of the bathroom as a sanctuary, a place where I could have a moment to myself. But Luna had other ideas. She would sit patiently by the door, her little head tilted to the side as if to say, "Where are you going without me?" And if I dared to close the door, she would scratch and whine until I let her in. It was like having a tiny furry shadow that never left my side. Making tea? Suddenly, I had a fluffy foot warmer. It was adorable mostly. Every time I stepped into the kitchen, Luna would be right there sitting on my feet or curling up next to the stove. She had a knack for finding the warmest spots in the house, and the kitchen was no exception. I would often find myself tripping over her as I moved around, but I couldn't help but smile at her dedication to being close to me. It was like she was saying, "I'm here for you no matter what." Okay, sometimes it was a trip hazard. There were moments when her constant presence became a bit of a challenge. Navigating the house with Luna underfoot required a level of agility and awareness that I wasn't always prepared for. I lost count of the number of times I nearly tripped over her or had to catch myself from falling. But even in those moments of frustration, I couldn't stay mad at her. She was just too sweet and too loyal. Turns out tiny white dogs aren't that visible when you're rushing around. Luna had a way of blending into the background, especially in our house with its light-colored floors and walls. There were times when I would be in a hurry, rushing to get things done, and I would suddenly realize that Luna was right there, almost invisible against the floor. It was like she had a superpower for camouflage. But even when she was hard to see, I always knew she was there, watching over me with those big, expressive eyes. But who could be cross when she looked up at me with those big brown eyes? Luna had a way of melting my heart with just a glance. Her eyes were so full of love and trust, it was impossible to stay upset with her for long. No matter what she had done or how many times she had gotten underfoot, one look from those soulful eyes and all was forgiven. It was like she had a direct line to my heart, and she knew exactly how to use it. Not me, that's for sure. Luna had a special talent for bringing joy into my life. No matter how tough my day had been or how stressed I felt, she always knew how to make me smile. Whether it was her playful antics, her unwavering loyalty, or just the way she looked at me with those loving eyes, Luna had a way of making everything better. She was more than just a pet. She was a constant source of happiness and comfort. Life with Luna was an adventure, full of love, laughter, and the occasional trip hazard. But I wouldn't have had it any other way.